Yeah. You know what it is. Get into it. Don't act like you don't already know the name. Let's go. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? You heard me.
It's showtime.
And son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? I said you heard
It's
me.
showtime.
Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? I said you heard me. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. Now it's on. Now let's listen.
No,
Dang, well, we'll work on it. So you didn't listen to it yesterday.
I did listen to it, but I don't remember that. I don't remember the end of that one. That was
Well,
a new one. Anyway,
yeah, it's new.
welcome to Mother and Son Making Sense Out of Nonsense. And we're still trying to come up with the theme song. And I'm having a hard time. It's like, oopsie, I didn't really want this one. Let's see. I didn't really want this. Edit name. Yes. Edit name. No, thank you. There, here, RLN. Save.
Whew, thank goodness.
Welcome to Mother and Son Making Sense Out of Nonsense,
Plus more.
plus more. I definitely know how to turn it on when the curtain comes up.
You sure do. You really lit up like a Christmas tree.
It's just like teaching an aerobic class when the music starts. Let's go.
Listen, when the curtain comes up, when the show's about to start, the show must go on.
Thank you. And by the way, let's see the three lines inside of your head.
Yeah, well, it's two. It's just two line. We didn't do three. Three's a little over the top, and just on one side.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. I don't have a word of the day. I do have a word of the day, but I didn't have a chance to study it. So the word of the day is on you.
Well, that sounds good, and I've got some extra words of the day in case you would like to borrow one. And my word of the day is foible.
What?
Foible.
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 It's a minor weakness or eccentricity in someone's character. And the sentence is they have to tolerate each other's little foibles.
Do they have to?
You have to.
Do you have to?
Do you have to? Well, we don't have to, but we do, and I think that's what we're doing. I mean, you have more foibles than me, but that's okay.
Definitely. Hi, Lexi girl.
Oh, yes. Hello, Lexi.
Okay, let's keep the energy up.
Okay. Energy seemed good to me.
Uh-huh. I would like to share a story right off the bat. As you know, I'm recovering from hip replacement surgery. I had the surgery last Wednesday. So today makes 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Still, really what I need to do is just rest. But my neighbor next door has invited me over. He says, "Well, are you okay with the walker?" I said, "Yeah." He invites me over for wine. Now, this neighbor, when I say know your audience, he loves to socialize, talk, and 100% of the time it's about yesterday. I already know that going in. And then and he said, he asked me, he says, "Well, why don't you come over around 5:30?" Well, 5:30 after the whole day socializing for wine, having wine, I'm not feeling that. If you want to get me, it's early in the morning or it's early afternoon. I said, no, thank you. I said, I'm an early morning person, especially now. So he sends another text and he says, "Well, how about Sunday? We'll make pancakes, 8 o'clock, 8:30. My point is this. for me, when I know my audience, when I know it's pretty easy to determine, not to determine, but to recognize a program and to recognize that people are just going to be themselves. And it's almost impossible if you're programmed to do anything other than the programming. And I just sent a really short text back and I said, listen, I don't have to have pancakes. I don't have to have wine. I said, I'll just come over just for 10, 15 minutes to say hi and bye. Well, that wasn't received well. Let's just say that. We need more time with you. This is my last point. I am responsible for taking care of me. I'm responsible for what is peaceful for me, not anyone else. And if I went over there and stayed a half hour or 45 minutes, I can't blame anybody but myself. And that's really my point, and that is the lesson. It's full responsibility for the decisions I make, especially when it involves other people.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with taking responsibility for my decision, especially with other people, because they're doing what they think they need to do. And if I get too caught up in that, then I'm missing what's going on with me and what I need. And 5-10 minutes and didn't go over well with them. I look at so much of what goes on for me as a constant. I like to call it a dance sometimes, because it lightens it up a little bit. It's a dance of, well, I prefer this, you prefer that, I prefer this, you prefer that. Okay, well, let's dance, meaning I'm still dancing with you, but I'm still in charge of my body and what feels good and when I'm not dancing. So yeah, I hear that. Really, really checking in with me first.
Well, now that when you were talking, and believe it or not, your mother has, and I am your mother. Your mother
Please
has,
don't remind me.
do you have to get close to the microphone to say that?
I don't, but I like it. I like that I have it. Does it sound a little different? Side note?
It sounds really nice and it
Okay.
looks good. I like the
I
look.
love the look, and it's so simple, and I've had it for a long time. I just never used it. Anyways, you were saying? You were saying?
I was saying, believe it or not, your mother has a tendency, you're not, I don't know if you're going to believe it, but certain people, certain situations, I can get into a people pleasing mode.
Wow, I thought I was ready to give us some kind of sarcastic eye roll, but no, that did surprise me a little bit, and it's not a phrase I hear you use often. That is a phrase I use for myself, and it's an energy. That is an energy of, for me, it's what do you anyway, I interrupted. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Well, to simplify it, as opposed to make a novel of the topic, to simplify it in a brief article is just to say, am I doing this for them or am I doing it for me?
I would add, am I doing this for them and forgetting about me?
Well, if I am doing it for them, I am forgetting about me.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, you win.
Good.
I do like that, Mike.
I like it too. I did it because of you. I was inspired because of your mic.
Which is I don't know why it's staticky, but anyway, yeah, but it's this people pleasing, and I found that I'm doing this people pleasing even for some family members, and I'm chucking it. This whole doing it for someone else so they'll be happy. I'm really throwing that in the garbage. I'm letting go of that.
Well, I'm cool if they're happy. I just need to be happy too.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between sharing food and then giving everyone all the food on my plate and then me with my tummy grumbling and them feeling all nice and content and cozy. Well, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty.
Well, let me just say this. I never used the word in 39 years tummy. I don't know where you got it from,
And
but lose it.
I did use that on purpose.
It's an irritant.
It's an irritant. I know. It is even slightly irritant to even myself.
Next topic.
Next topic, irritants. I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Well, my next topic is again circling back to not taking things seriously. The when you sent me that video, I don't know if it was Moji or Basha, or it might have been, I'm not sure, but the point is nothing matters. There's no reason. There's just to take that reasoning out. So that's where I'm at today. And some days I need that more than others. And today feels like appropriate for me to take some of the meaning out of it, lighten up, and keep it moving. And also to give myself credit for just showing up.
Here's the question. Speaking of Moji, my favorite teacher now. The question is, when I'm disturbed, and let me clarify that. When I say I'm talking about the person, when that Rebecca is disturbed. What entity is disturbed by the disturbance?
Well, I'm disturbed by you. Does that count?
No, because I'm used to that. I'm used to that.
What entity is disturbed?
Nathan, and it's really just a separation. It's getting more, and it's getting easier for me to recognize: is this person disturbed? Is this person is who has the issue? Who has the problem? And it's getting to a place, and it is a practice. It's getting to a place of who am I really? And okay, so if I am the witness, then but it's not even the witness. It's even beyond the witness. It's because a witness is a function. He talks about it. It describes it. Is this performing a function? Is this timeless, or is this fluctuating? And anything that's fluctuating isn't real. It's the ego, it's the stories, but stuff that's timeless, presence, it's timeless, it's endless. There's no shape, there's no form, there's nothing. And when I practice, and it is a practice, identifying, scratch the identifying, knowing that that is who I am, what I am, there is a calmness that just blankets the moment. And I can't claim to stay there, but it is an ongoing practice for sure. That's it.
That is it. That's it for me. It is. It's on. You said it. It's blanket, the calm that is in the moment. I totally relate. Don't stay there. Yes, and it's like a wave. I don't know. I feel like I have a responsibility in when I'm there and when I'm not. And then in some ways, I don't feel it like I have any say in when that calmness comes in and out. Other than being aware and asking. I mean, to me, that entity, that timeless entity that's not fluctuating, there's a knowing it, and there's also a I don't completely understand or know it with my intellect, with this human brain, and to accept that too. And to me, that's where the belief comes in. That's where the trust comes in. I don't have to fully understand to trust in that. And to talk and to use my words and talk to it and say, I this is my declaration, and my question is how can I be more in this space of remembering that?
It's just a practice. What did you say? It's even more than remembering, because remembering is still the person, because is still the person. It's so tricky. Yeah. Oh, another thing that he said today, which I just swooped up. He says you can experience joy, you can experience peace with immense sadness. And he uses words to describe emotions, and my practice is just to just say I'm feeling. But either way, the point is it's beyond what you said. It's more than what I can even comprehend, and I'm okay with not knowing. My mind wants to know or tries to understand it. I'm okay with not understanding and not knowing. But I can feel the difference between presence and person. I can definitely feel the difference.
I love you can experience sadness at the same time, all the emotion at the same time. I love that. Talk about not understanding something. But that actually makes sense.
Stick with me.
I'm trying to. I'm
I
really
know.
doing my best to.
You're doing great. I give you an A plus.
Thank you. I give you an A plus.
Didn't ask.
Oh, well, I also didn't ask either.
No. Touche. You want a fun little exercise in surrendering?
I'm not doing anything else.
Well, this isn't mine. This is, of course, Moji again. And he was giving an example. This woman came up and asked about surrendering. And he says, there's a lot of different ways to surrender. And I thought about you because all of his examples were based on animals and how animals surrender. And then his first example was, okay, so there's a mother cat, and she's got her kittens. And so she picks them up by the back of their neck, and they're just wherever she places them, that's where they go. And he said, that's one form. And then he said, then there's the monkey surrendering, or the monkey has to grab a hold of the mom and she's bouncing around from tree to tree, but monkey's surrendering, but monkey's holding on, but that's that version of surrendering. And then there's a version of being a kangaroo inside the little pouch. You're just sitting. Another version. And then he said, and then there's the Boyd. And so the little baby birds, the mother comes and feeds them the worms. And then finally they get to the edge of the nest, and they're looking over the nest, and she kicks them out. And they, oh. And that was another version of surrendering. I just like all of those examples, and I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. I wanted to share those.
I love, they're very heartwarming, and I was picturing in my mind all of them: the kangaroo, the monkey holding on, the cat. I just saw one of my friends hold their cats by the neck, and they're all the way surrender. I love everything about it. It's very sweet, very heartwarming, and a good, fun, friendly reminder. The only problem is they all involve surrendering to the mom. That's their only mistake.
That is exactly why I brought it up, because that is the way this life goes.
But haven't I?
No, not yet.
Been surrendering enough?
No.
No.
And it's never. Well, there will be a time where it's enough, and it'll be when I.
Listen, I mean, we've got to get there long before that. You might have another 30, 40 years. I can't wait until then.
Okay, well, I can't help you with that. You just resist it then. Keep resisting it. See what happens.
I have been. And it's not going well.
It doesn't work, does it?
No, it doesn't work.
Well, when are you just going to surrender, little monkey?
I am. I'm holding on to you right now. I'm surrendering, doing this lovely show with you with all of your foibles, and I'm surrendering to your foibles.
Well, thank you. And I do have foibles. I have foibles everywhere I goibles.
Oh, well, thank you for the nonsense.
Yes, you're welcome.
Foibles everywhere you goibles.
Boy,
Well,
and the other thing I just want to say this is because of the healing and the resting, and I'm not used to being in pain. So this moment with you is a great distraction for me, and I appreciate it.
yeah. That I it's a distraction for me too. And I'm glad to distract you from your pain and your recovery and a different kind of week, different routine.
Now you're putting me in more pain by I'm almost falling asleep. Next topic.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to do a song and dance?
If you can, yes, I would love that.
Yeah, well, next topic. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, entertaining other people. Actually, this is a good topic, and I will use this because I was out, I not late, but outside at it's called a block party. It was outside. They had little tents and booths set up, people selling jewelry and tarot card reading. I did get a tarot card reading, selling candles, and then they had a small stage and music. And the person that I was with was interested in what looked like to me is entertaining the crowd, dancing. And I thought about it. I thought I could jump in and be that person and be center stage, and I just wasn't feeling like entertaining at the moment. And that was one of the first times I didn't do it, and I had more accept not the first time, but I felt like I had more acceptance around what I was feeling in the moment, and really working with that story of I should be more entertaining. I should be dancing. I can dance. Why shouldn't I? Well, I I don't know.
I
Oh, do
know.
you have a question or a oh, of course.
Yeah. Yes. You didn't weren't inspired to dance.
I'm also not inspired to really do this show anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not true.
And it's not true and it's not funny.
Well, Corey, that's a hard, and especially it's a hard one when the joke is made with a little mean spiritedness, and then it's really not funny. That's the worst. I've done that a lot.
Well, I should have retracted it, but well, I was a little. It did have a little tick because that hand raising thing bugs me.
No, I really didn't know that, but now that I know, I was going to say, what doesn't?
What doesn't? No, well, and it's true. It's true. I wasn't inspired, and it's just as simple as that.
I didn't know that the hand raising thing bugs you.
It does. It usually bugs me every time.
Wow. When are you going to get over that one?
I know. Well, I've been waiting. And yeah, I have a little levity around it, but it's still a little.
Now that is really fascinating. Can we dive deep into this?
Let's.
Isn't it interesting how the things and I'm just going to be very clear back to me, the things that bug me or bother me, stupid questions, somebody asked me last week, well, what is a stupid question? I think that's a stupid question right there. But anyway, again, the practice is which it's bothering the person. And when I identify with the person, I'm going to be bothered. I'm giving all the energy, I'm giving all the fuel, I'm putting on another block of wood on the fire to the person. And all I'm saying is I am aware of that. And then let it go. I'm feeding the person. And I'm in the past. Oh, I have another question.
And then you hold it to the side too, which is even worse.
Oh, is this worse?
No, this is worse. The side is funny.
Oh. So which one is the worst? Is this worse?
The worst is flat hand forward, just like how you have it. And also, if you want to add the entrance when it slowly comes up is when it really bothers me.
Oh, now this is really good stuff. I hope you're sitting on a couch. We may cure this today. Hold on a second.
I would love to. I really would. Well, it's already been cured just by seeing it multiple times, making a joke out of it. It's already helping.
Is it?
Yes. Terrible.
I just think it's fascinating, and it's always the other person, not specifically you, but it's always the other person. Things that bother them is really funny to me.
Yes.
And what bothers me is not funny to me, but obviously funny to other people.
Yes. Well, you were bothered with my goodbye, and I don't do that. I want to do it, but I don't do that as much, or I try not to do that.
Well, you told me not to tell you that it used to bother me.
I know, I'm bringing it back.
Thank you, because I've been wanting to talk about it. Let me tell you, it took me over 2 years to get over that. And I'm proud of myself.
You should be proud of yourself. That's a feat. That's overcoming. Well, it's great to be not bothered by something that bothers. That is a feat. And along the lines that your topic, we didn't really say this, but it's so easy to, and I'll get to you in just a second, but it's so easy to ask, to beg, to plead, to demand, please don't put your hand up. It really bothers me. I want you to stop. Can we talk about it? Let me tell you why it bothers me.
Oh, please don't. I do not want to talk to you about it. Please give me my freedom just tell me what you want me to do, but please don't hold me captive with the conversation.
I'm so sorry to take up all of your time.
About the foibles.
About the foibles. A conversation about all my foibles. Well, that's true. Well, anyways, what I was saying is what a pleasure to not have a conversation at all and then to be over it, to have it not bother because of either what I did or it's time to be over or whatever happened. That's a confirmation of I don't need to have it be changed on my own time.
You know, there's so many this is so good, Nathan. Just about asking someone else to do something so I'll feel better. And then as soon as I do that, I'm just giving away my power. Hi, Lexi girl. Give me Lexi girl. Hi, Lexi girl. It's grandma. It's grandma. Your favorite.
It's grandma.
It's grandma. But back to Nathan. Listen to this. What about this kind of an award show? Getting over things that used to bug me or bug anyone. And yet, I mean, that's funny right there. This is funny. Funny as hell. You doing the boy, funny as hell. And that used to really bother me. It would take me to the next level. That right there is comedy comedy gold.
That's comedy gold. I love the idea of someone getting an award and going up on stage and who, or maybe there's nominees and who was bugged the most this year, and then they thank whoever bugged them, and then they do it while they're getting their acceptance speech. So it doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother me. It's funny. It's really funny.
And then just the explanation and the interest. I told you when I used to work full time, one of the secretaries, she was bothered by tumbleweeds. Now I was
Oh,
in California. Where do you even find a tumbleweed?
no, that's not a California thing at all.
Yeah, unless you're in the desert.
Yes.
And then there was another one that was bothered by, when you make cream of wheat or grits or cereal, and
Lumps.
no, not lumps, but thanks for jumping in. It was, it
Thanks
was,
for lumping in.
get it? Now that was, that was really good foible. That was a really good foible,
That was a
but
good foible.
that was a good foible. When the bubble comes up and it pops, it looks like the craters from the moon. That would bother her. Look like
Those
craters.
aren't even good ones. I don't even understand. I don't I don't validate those being bothered. This I have a good one. This is being bothered. Well, this is an EBGB. Are we EBGBs are because when I got my nails done, she filed them. She didn't even clip them. Oh, you have EBGBs with that too.
I'm getting EBGBs just listening to it.
I thought you didn't with that.
Well, only because I know what they have to do to put on those gel nails, and I just get EBGBs anytime you're filing the nail like that.
Oh, I thought you were
And
okay
it
with it.
depends on the file. It depends on the type of file. A cheap file, it's not good.
It was faster than I thought it was going to be, and it just so that did bother me. And then she bothered me because she was the one doing it.
And it bothered me because I didn't know anything about it.
No, you didn't. Oh, you mean that I did it?
Exactly.
No, I that was as we talked about off camera. That was my day to have some space. Did you have a question or comment? It's usually not a question, or if it is, it's a rhetorical question.
No, I was just stretching my hand out.
Now that's funny.
Thank you. Would you like to talk about, or do you have another topic, or would you like to
Well,
talk?
do you want to do our song on air?
That's what I was just going to say.
Because what is your problem?
No, my problem is you just don't surrender to my.
I did exactly what you asked. It ends with a bang.
The one I got yesterday, which I have right here. There was this is the one that you sent me, correct?
Yes, that's
It
right.
there was no bang to it. It was just a black space.
Hey yo, it's time to go.
Want to go to the end?
Okay. Geez, you don't have to yell at me. Yes. So this is the end, correct? And this is how it sounds. And if you sent me the wrong one, I'm gonna.
No, I didn't. That's the right one.
Oh.
Now it's on. Now let's listen.
Okay. First of all, take out that let's listen. Just take the words out. Take out the wording. We don't need that.
You don't like it.
I don't really want to explain myself.
Okay, so
I
we'll take
liked
that
it. If I liked it, I would have said leave it in.
out. Okay, that's really clear. So take that out. And what else?
And this last part, all it does is goes to black.
But that's the video. That's not the song. I want you to listen to it, not watch it.
Now let's listen.
Doesn't it go, let's listen. Shh.
It does. It has let's listen, and there's a
Can't, I don't know how many times I need to say, keep the energy up, not like a balloon is being deflated.
so so you don't like that last sound effect.
It sounds like a balloon is being deflated. I want the energy up. And see, this is my frustration. I probably said it 100 times now. And I think that you insist on doing it on purpose just to irritate
I
me.
don't. I literally put it in to keep it up. The beat is different, and then it goes pew at the end. I don't know how to end it. I think I need a sound from you. I think I'm not sure. You don't want to. Yeah, I'm trying to do exactly what you ask.
Okay, well, that's good. I like to hear that.
Yes.
Listen again. And this is live. Now let's listen. I love that beat.
I like the beat too.
I love that added beat, but there's a, so why does it even have to be an end? Aren't there songs that end on a bam, on a hitting the drum?
Yes. Well, let me try that. Because I think I understand what you're talking about with the pew.
You do?
I'm trying to, yes.
Yeah.
And I like the let's listen. I don't know why you don't like it, but we can try it without it.
It doesn't look good. Nothing has captions except for at the end because we're
No,
saying
but are you talking about the video or the song?
I'm talking about the video.
I'm talking about the song. The video is not. I just have to put it in the video because that's how I'm editing the audio. But I don't. The video is not what I'm talking about at all. It's
Oh,
all
I'm
audio.
doing both at the same time, and you didn't say separate the video from the song.
I didn't, but I am saying it now. The video is irrelevant. I really want to get the song down, not the video.
Well, as my father would say, now you tell me. And I like we're having a little tete-a-tete live.
It's good. This is what it should be.
Yes, so I'm looking at the song and the video at the same time. Making both. Well,
No.
you didn't tell me, did you? I love the let's listen. I just don't like the writing let's listen.
Okay, well, that's clear too, because that's not what you said.
All of my directions are very clear.
Well, not clear enough.
And I thought of this video at the end, still pictures, just still of us, bam, 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 bam,
That
bam.
sounds good. Yes.
Just
So
still pictures. So just take out the writing because I was doing both. It wasn't clear to just, Mom, just listen to the song and don't pay attention to the video. Am I right?
I'm forcing myself to take responsibility for that. And yeah, so let's do the song and let's do the video. Well, we can do the video at the same time, but I want to get the song down and the video after.
Okay, well, if that was been explained, then I would have been right there. Am I right? See, clarity is everything. You send me a video and then you send me a song. So I'm looking at both because if you want me just the song, then you just send me the song without the video. Or you give me instructions.
I can't. Well, the way I'm editing it, I have to use this video editing program.
Then just give me instructions.
Well, you didn't say you were talking about the video, so sweetheart, you weren't clear either.
You're right. But the audience knows who's right.
Unfortunately for you, they do. And we're out of time. No, this was good. I'm really glad to actually talk to you about this. This is good. And so you're gonna send me notes on the song or whatever you have on the song.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to do both at the same time, because now it's getting to be a real Jesus Christ, as it's just. So my idea with the song at the end, all this black stuff, is to still pictures, and then also at that time with the still pictures, then we get it, or you heard whatever couple of things that we say at the same time with the still pictures at the end to go
Okay.
over the music.
Okay.
But the ending has to be a drum hitting, not a balloon deflating.
All right. All right. Sounds good. Well, I'm really looking forward to it.
I hope I'm alive to see how this song comes out. And you know what else is really bad? Well, not really bad, but one of the things I do know about me is that when I'm giving instruction, my voice has a tenor about it. There's really no softness. It's more of I'm a boot camp instructor. And so if anybody's out there listening, in my tone, yes, it is. Well, I can't do any other tone. At least today, I couldn't do any other tone. But I still love this kid. And I like him too. He's very talented.
Well, I appreciate that. And yes, I know what you're talking about with the tone, and it does apply to texts as well. And what I'm learning, and this is what we talked about with the show, not learning, I'm experiencing is the process and the on the job and learning on the job and starting the show when we didn't have a name. We did not have a name for this. I don't think you had a mic. I don't remember if you did or not. I didn't have one. And just letting it be an experience. And it's the same with the song because there is a story that says, I want this song to be done. And once this song is done, I'm gonna be okay. And it doesn't even not even about the song being done. It's really about doing it, playing it with you, getting your feedback, working on it together, letting it take as long as it takes. Just connecting with you is really what's important to me. The song is, yeah.
And so now you shifted all of it to me. I have a mirror right here. And looking in the mirror, number one, impatience. Number two, this is serious. This could have been done. Some things that are simple the story is this is simple. Why is it going on? You know, why is it something that is so simple? Then the story is, why is it dragging on? I'm just being full disclosure. And that is my work. And it's so tricky. Nathan, my so tricky and so justified and so reasonable and so not who I am if I'm presence. So I appreciate the spotlight. I can almost, yeah,
Mm,
it always comes back. It's not you, it's not the song. The song needs to be finished. It's all of that shit. It's all the stories.
it's
Thanks.
all
Tricky.
it's very tricky. It's probably the most tricky thing to 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 sit with and to be with and I don't know that they're stories until I know that they're stories. I mean, I think I think it's truth. I'm living it out, and Yeah.
I have 2 seconds. I just want to share this another one that the ego got me, and it always knows, it knows my carrots. So the neighbor is always with this. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I told him I had surgery, oh, I'm sorry, and that bothered that person, or that person that bothered Rebecca. And then I said, listen to this. He says, oh no, so sorry you had surgery. That just bothers her. And then I said, thank you for the sorry energy. And I put sorry in quotes. However, I really feel great and now I'm bionic. But see, that was the ego taking over. I was bothered by, you see how it just gets in and digs in? But I was aware that that's what was happening.
That's a good one. I love the and I'm bionic now is really funny. Now I'm bionic. Yeah. Yeah, believe me. I
Okay, can
do.
we end it with our
Yeah.
song?
Yes, let's end it with the song. And then I really must be going.
Ayo, it's time to go. Yeah, you know what it is. Get into it. Don't act like you don't already know the name.
Girl, hey girl.
And son, making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? You heard me.
What's that, Lex?
And son, making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? I said you heard me. Mother and son, making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? I said you heard me. Mother and son, making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. Now it's on. Now let's listen.
I love all of that, but now you understand it's gotta.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Okay. That's good. Yeah, let's do it.
later.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Nathan.